to get back to the lane if need be. No big action just yet.
Truly a game one, where both teams are
It's
just
all
like,
brewing.
yeah, they're kind of getting a feel. They're like, what? How
Side-eyeing.
yeah, how are we feeling today? Are we gonna fight? I know we should. Peanut tries to take Dragon. Faker says no.
Yeah. Good luck. Go over there, stop that. As now we got the engage. Pantheon coming on up. Owner's here. Viper in a lot of trouble. Down he goes. First blood. Goes over to Guma. And now the bullet time as well. As, well, Carrier dies to the turret. So actually it is traded back. But the kill goes to Delight. And a wave is missed by Viper. Still a good play for T1.
Big win for T1. Able to get both the Viper sums. Get the kill over to Guma. Did he miss a cannon? Or?
No, he got the main.
Oh, he got the main, yeah. I'm like, Valus only makes those noises.
It's so true. You were pointing at T1 picking up all 3 grubs.
Of that top play, I assume. Or
Yeah.
just running, and the eventual trade will be a Dragon picked up for Humble Life. Early Infernal Drake, always nice, but not that crazy. Until the
MSI, which you do love to see. Including Carrier. Bit of damage here on Zeus, who is Jax, but yeah, stun comes in, 1Q, and he's dead. Owner just easy dive, and now you've got a whole turret worth of plates given over to Doran. T1 getting massive leads here in this early game.
Yeah, they're kind of obliterating them. It's 14.5 minutes, and they're about to be up 3k gold. It's all lane. That's it. It's literally just laning pressure.
Yep.
Every single lane is winning. Even with Zeka getting the early flash out of Faker, wasn't punished whatsoever.
Yeah.
And there are waves just being shoved in the turrets. There are plates being picked up across the board.
So many
Like, look at this!
This is way too many plates. And we knew that T1, with this draft, we're going to win the early game. But Humble Life like evened it out early, but then they have just fallen off a cliff since.
Humble Life have some of the best team fighting and skirmishing that we have in the LCK. But there are limits to how much you can kind of catch up with just being good at something when you're facing T1.
Yeah.
And it's not like their comp is bad early either. There's still Pantheon, there is the Nico and the MF, which the team 5 power of those.
All the one-item spikes were finished for Hanwha, so even though they're down 3,000 gold, it's really only components that are T1's ahead on.
Well, exactly. So I think the confidence makes sense, but then I look at the health bars,
Yeah.
or rather the lane situation for both mid and top, and they're just not in a position to really do too much.
Zeus doesn't really get to play the game. He's just sitting here against Aora trying to scale and just not really having an impact for the entire early game. This is not what Zeus is comfortable with.
No, Humble Life really look quite muted here in the early game in T1. On their end, high marks. One looking to be playing very, very well. Laning pressure is there. Cole's cashed out for Guma to really add to that gold lead. All right, Doran trying to play for this turret. Might be fighting him.
All right, he's going towards the other enemies. He's buying a lot of time. The turret goes down. Owner tries to come in and save him. But Doran gets knocked off, and there you go. First kill, but now Nico, the massive ult over the top. And Guma's right there, but the damage doesn't go in. As now we got the engage coming in on Guma. He has to cleanse. He flashes, but he's not getting out of this one. Humble Life making something of this team fight. As Faker on the backside. Carrier here alone as well. Triple kill for Viper, who has been totally untouched in this fight, picks up 3.
Well, there's that team fighting, fellas! And we said, yes, there's a gold lead, but the item spikes are really not that different, and I think we see it right there. What a back and forth, and that combo looks disgusting from Carrier and Guma so much. But this is the second time I've seen this today, by the way. One of the people
talking about champs that love to stick around for long fights and get multiple counter strikes off. Jax is one of them.
Carrier.
He is in a lot of trouble. No ult available. He's just dead. Root comes down, and now the follow-up, the recommittal here from T1, trying to save their buddy. And now Humble Life are going to get another flash away from this one. Guma is probably dead here. He doesn't have flash as the bullet time. It doesn't hit, but it doesn't matter. Zeka just takes the 1v1 Hanwha. Now wiping the floor with them. They're going to take down a Rift Herald.
It's a fork right there. Either Guma walks into it or walks away from the turret. Either way, Zeka gets the kill. Losing Carrier there, it's fine. T1 though, to offer, and Zeus is still really far behind. But the rest of the team is able to cover for him well, and it's crucially engaged that's there. For Humble Life. It's so easy for them to start fights. I also think T1 are letting them, as we saw.
It felt like Hanwha were playing into T1's hands early on, and now T1 are playing into Hanwha's hands.
Yep.
Here in the mid game. They're like, you want to take fights? We're going to blast cone into you. It's like very strange angles. I think it's just like trying to very quickly respond to Hanwha Life's engages, but that's not really the way you want to play. You want to have set up engages where you have all your ults combined together. You want to be the ones that's setting them up rather than desperately scrambling into position against all of these skirmish heavy champions on the side of Hanwha.
When you itemize well into the damage that thus far T1 haven't really been able to find, as Homebreaker on 2 item spikes are there for T1. And this Drake fight is impossible, so we haven't even talked about the mountain as the TP comes in from Zeka as well.
All right, they really want to fight for this one, but the Drake is already gone. And okay, it's gone.
That was anticlimactic.
We're like building up to this, and then T1's, yeah.
They get mid turret, which is nice, but soul point.
There's a Rift Herald in
rather
bot lane.
have.
Did you see Zek, or rather Peanut, summon it in the bottom river?
It is there.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be there for a lot longer.
Yeah, probably not.
Says, take it and drive mid, maybe.
Okay,
Okay. Oh, you heard me.
You're onto something.
Well, there are like
I
5
wouldn't
T1
do that.
players, so maybe just leave. Yeah, he's just leaving. That's better. Unless...
He's rotating.
Yeah!
Back to bot lane for you.
Yeah, back to the wave.
Turret in top lane.
That's all Zeus, by the way. He drew attention.
Yeah. Scene. I think we're not having a lot of action now. We wanted to show something, but that's really the situation.
Flash.
Yeah, I think he just doesn't do it now. There's just way too much rotation over here. 4 people kind of angling down there, so it's still a win for Hanwha to take him down. There's no objective up here except the Otacon, but they're not quick enough to start that one up.
Don't want to risk it. Zeus still has his TP available. Good call by Doran. I think he was contemplating it, but he would have flashed into the light, so there's just no world where he ever gets out. So, oversteps his bounds, and I'm pretty sure that kill also went to Zeus. And I feel like we're slowly starting to feel the tilt of that matchup, as now Zeus is going for a Zhonya's next, which is going to give him a lot of offensive power, allows him to play way more aggressive. And yeah.
And by tilt, you mean it's tilting towards the Jax as he gets more fed.
I'm not...
Point made. And I just...
Oh, did it just get it?
I don't know. I mean, they're starting it, but they're apprehensive about it. Owner is here.
Flanking Yorick.
We've seen this work for other teams. Not sure about in this scenario as the Maiden is bye-bye. It's another 50 gold over to Zeus.
Zeka doesn't have an ultimate yet. I think he's going to be looking for Carriaz if he can find it.
Lawrence just pushing.
Or Fakers.
Wants to go.
Light!
It says Faker just going to go golden, and now the light maybe in a bit of an issue as everybody gets knocked up by the Nico, but the counter Nico comes in. They get up to that back line as Carrier the first to go down. Guma's already out of the fight, as will go down Owner, and it's just a disaster. T1, they set it up, and Hanwha Life knock it down as they do not get the soul, but they get a massive team fight, and now they're going to get the top objectives.
That's a world champion right there, Zeka with the Silas! I thought that Nico Engage had done it. They get the dragon, deny the ocean, and then carry
the Jax. Like, those were all on check, so even though they went super deep to kill Viper, like, they just have so many other threats. And,
I can't believe Viper hasn't died yet. I swear, I've seen it die like he's gone so deep. That feels wrong, right? Or sorry, Delight.
Like he's died twice.
No, Delight.
Yeah. That makes more sense. And now Zeus doesn't really... I mean, Doran's going to keep going on this, but it's getting close. You can feel like Zeus is getting close to the point where he's just going to begin to take over the side lane. New York's still going to be strong, but...
Are you going to TP back to the wave? I mean, I don't think he should, because you want to really keep it available in case T1 find a collapse towards top side.
They just got his own, yes. Otacon
We forgot about Otacon.
I didn't.
Well, I did. Kind of just assumed that was already gone.
It's just they use this Baron to take Otacon, and now they still have a minute 30 left on the Baron, so they can just push top and mid carefully.
It is not a game-breaking Baron, though, nor is the team fight. I think T1 from this position obviously are going to be in a really rough spot. And the main issue for me is that it feels like Faker has been stuck at these items for like, what, 10 minutes now? I swear, he got his Rod of Ages and his Leandri's really fast.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned, I think for them to actually chew through all these health bars on Hanwha Life, because these are some beefy targets. Literally no one is squishy. Like, there's no easy damage that you can find.
Yeah.
I think you really need point stuff. You really need Death Cap. You need some actual damage to chew through these people. Guma, for example, because of the executioner.
Or not in MF.
Will help a little. Well, that also, obviously, is part of the problem. Yeah, and then Owner, trying his best in the early game, 100% kill participation, but at this point, you are Pantheon.
Right, they're going to try for something here, but Carrier doesn't find the angle, and Fate's Call comes through. It's kind of a broken engage from T1, and there's still 30 seconds of Baron. So they have this wave, they take down the turret anyway, and that's some tools taken away from the T1 side. Zeus not yet in a position where he can threaten to kill. In fact, he is getting pushed off of the wave, so not really getting down.
Or they just lose, and you're like, okay, yeah, this is... There's an issue.
Everything we said on the box save is coming true.
Yep.
Combo Life lock in. Peanut's on his game. They should take it. Peanut is running into 4 people, and the ult here from Carrier only hits the Xin, who does not care. Peanut doesn't care, even if he dies. There's nothing in the backline, and Kuma's ult does absolutely nothing, just dies immediately. Baker's got a good angle under the turret, but he doesn't have any teammates as they're dying the turret. They're just taking the turret, and everybody seems to have his on as everybody's going golden, and Baker just doesn't do any damage. He is dead. I'm alive. Stop the fight, and maybe they take the game right here.
That's a red side win as well. It's Home Alive. Yes, they fell behind, but those team fights, man, they are just something else. The early skirmishes, we saw the signs, and Hanwha will be able to end this game. Carrier's trying to clear the wave as best as he can, but nah, that's just no chance.
Not having a pull. They turn and take the kill first, and then they will kill the enemy Nexus. Home Alive, very nicely played game. They got down 4,000